Welcome to CricCut Q&A. We have Sai with us today, and I'm going to be asking him some important questions. We're going to see how well he answers them and what answers come true. So we talk about Shami, Umesh Yadav, Kulcha, and all of them getting an India contract for the T20 World Cup. But Bhuvi, I feel like, hasn't been talked about a lot. So the high-scoring game against CSK, his economy, I think he was 4 overs, 22 runs, right?
Yeah.
Do you think Bhuvi will get a spot? Because he hasn't been taking wickets, but he's been very economical.
I think it's always a spot for him because senior players in a World Cup, it's always almost a need, a necessity in a team. Like, I know all these young players are getting wickets. I mean, can we say Kulcha is a young player? But regardless, Bhuvi is very smart. He, in difficult situations, he can defend runs. In that game, SRH versus CSK, they were hitting 200 plus, and he was still able to get less than 6 economy. That's phenomenal. So I think that just with his brains, he can help. Even if he's not performing, he can help other bowlers in difficult situations.
Okay. The reason why I asked this question is we have Deepak Chahar, who's injured currently, but if he comes back, say he gets a chance in one of the upcoming T20 series or ODI, and he gets wickets in power play, do you think there's a chance that Deepak might take Bhuvi's spot?
Actually, yes, because they're very similar bowlers, both swing bowlers, power play. Deepak probably bowls more pace than Bhuvi, but that's not the biggest concern right now as a Bhuvi fan. So I think definitely Deepak Chahar can replace Bhuvi, but again, when it comes to the T20 World Cup, Deepak Chahar was not picked in the actual team, but Bhuvi was because of his experience.
How about death bowling? You can compare Bhuvi and Deepak's death bowling. Deepak has very less experience in death bowling, and Bhuvi pretty much has a lot of experience in death bowling. So how do you feel about that?
That's just another reason why Bhuvi should be picked over Deepak Chahar. But nah, they're both really good bowlers, and whoever the next captain is, Rohit Sharma, right? He'll know how to use Deepak Chahar, and like it's same with Bhuvi, but he won't use Deepak Chahar 2 or 3 overs in the death. He'll probably do 1 over, but otherwise Bhuvi he's very versatile, I guess. So I think that's just better for the World Cup.
So Dale Stein's part of SRH. Would you expect Dale Steyn to help Bhuvi? To get. I think he's bowling at around 130s now. Would you like Dale Steyn to help him get up to that 135 where he can swing the ball still, and because a little bit more pace, it would help too.
Yeah, definitely. He should be able to bowl a little bit faster. Dale Steyn, he bowls really quick. The Steyn gun, they call him. He's held Umran Malik. We saw he's bowling really well. He has good pace. We saw him against CSK. He bowled 154 twice in the same innings. So definitely a Dale Steyn product, which is good. So we'll see what he does with Bhuvi. I think he'll go a bit more technical with Bhuvi. He'll teach him a bit more variations. I haven't seen a lot of the knuckleball, which I want to see this IPL. Deepak Chahar. I see uses that a lot. Last year he used it. Mm-hmm. I want to see someone use it again this year.
Shardul Thakur used it in one of the DC games, the one that happened last week. He bowled it, except the ball went to mid-on instead of the bowler. It was obviously dew was a big factor for that.
Yeah.
All right. My next question for you is Bumrah, Nattu, Bhuvi, and Shami. T20 World Cup. These 4 pacers in your playing 11. Who would your spinner be?
My spinner. Either Yuzvendra Chahal, Kuldeep Yadav, or Ravichandran Ashwin.
Okay, so you're gonna go with 5. So 5 bowlers, and then you would automatically have Jadeja.
Yeah, Jadeja. Yes.
And so if you had to drop,
we would have Hardik Pandya too.
Yes, that's what I was gonna get to. So with Pandya being in pretty good form, as long as he continues to bowl, he hasn't been doing that lately, but as long as he continues to bowl, which one of the 4 pacers that I told you would you take off, or would you take the other spinner off and just play Jaddu alone in Australia?
That's what they did in the Test series. So
but that was in England. This Australia, there's difference.
That's true. I guess I don't think you can sustain with just Jadeja. He's not a big turner of the ball, but he has done that in the SRH versus CSK match. He was able to turn the ball, but it's obviously supports pacers. So I think most of the games it'll be a 4 pace attack with a spinner plus Jadeja and Pandya, and Pandya will definitely bowl 2 overs if he's able to.
So you're saying 4 pacers, a spinner, and then 2 all-rounders.
Yes,
So that's what, 8 players.
that is a lot.
So yes, you have 3 top order batsmen, and then number 4 you would have either Pandya or Jadeja coming in. You have to play Rishabh Pant too,
Yeah.
or Dinesh Karthik.
Then
or
I would
somebody
have to
with a
take
keeper.
off. I would probably take off one of the spinners, and then play it.
I mean, you have 1 spinner in your team, because you cannot drop Jadeja as
Yeah.
long as he can still hit. So my last question to you is: IPL 2022 has been a find. Okay, first of all, let me ask you this: in IPL, do you think we found a lot of bowlers or batters, domestic players?
Bowlers.
You have to pick 3 players, bowlers, that you want in your in the upcoming T20 series. You want them to play and get the international experience. Who would the 3 pacers be?
My very first pick is definitely Umar Malik.
Okay.
I already talked about him many times in this video.
Yes.
There's no explanation needed. So I have to pick 3.
Yes.
Okay, so 1.
So should I give you some options?
Sure.
You have
I know Mukesh Chaudhary. I would like him to be there. He's a power play bowler, which is interesting. He's a lefty as well. That's a big difference than Natu. I know he's taken a bit more wickets in the power play this season than last season, but SRH have been using him a bit like spread out in the entire game.
he's a proper depth bowler. In India, for the Indian side, he would probably be with Bumrah and assisting the last 4 overs. Okay, so you have Kuldeep Singh, who you can give the cap to. You have Yash Dayal, you have Mohsin Khan, and is there anyone else that I can remember of? I can't remember of any others, but you have 1 more option. You have to pick.
I don't think all 3 will make it. I think.
Yeah, not all 3, because we have seen especially people like Yash Dayal. He's playing 1 game, he's not playing the other game.
Yeah.
So like consistent.
Then I think Mohsin Khan, because he's been more consistent than the other few options that we said. He got a 4-for against Delhi Capitals, which is pretty good for a young bowler. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say.
Okay, so my last question related to that would be the 3 pacers that you picked, except actually no, including Mukesh Chaudhary, they all bowl 140 plus. Who would you can pick? This one you can pick from your experience too, like experience category of bowlers, except Bhuvi. Which bowler would you pick that would give you a pace option, but who also has a really good slower ones? Who would you pick?
Right now it's Bumrah, definitely.
No, like he's automatically there. Like, that's why I said not like too experienced, but who has played for India before.
I'd like to see Prasidh Krishna bowl a good slower ball. Actually, he has good pace. I think he has enough experience to bowl a slower delivery. So I would like to see that. Actually, I have not seen it yet, but I think he has enough experience that he's played international and a lot of IPL. So I think he's gonna be my bet who will be a slower bowler.
Okay, I was looking for more of like a wicket taker, you know, not that Prasidh Krishna is not a wicket taker. I'm looking for a specific bowler, dude.
Harshal Patel. Harshal Patel.
My captain every time Delhi Capitals plays.
Oh, I think Harshal Patel. So.
I was more expecting Shardul Thakur. He did not say that. I'm pretty sure it was on purpose. But thank you for watching Cricket Q&A with me, Pranavesh, and with Sai here. Stay tuned for future videos.
And see you then.